Happy New Comic Day and welcome to another New Comic Day Blast, the weekly show where I run down news from around the comic book industry, drop some cool recommendations for books that just hit store shelves and digital storefronts, and occasionally show you off some new books that I picked up. But today, I actually have a special tease, a big tease, that I can't wait to show off, but you have to wait till the end of the video for that. So, let's jump right into some comic news. So as they say, timing is everything. So for September 9th, 2020, we are revisiting DC FanDome. That's right, DC's back with their online event, and for part 2, the theme is Explore the Multiverse. If you were confused about the event or just didn't know about it, I got you covered. DC FanDome is an online event in place of the conventions that have been canceled due to COVID. A lot of what's been done in the past has been altered, and conventions are no exception. So companies have looked to keep you nerding out by replicating part of that experience by providing these online events featuring panels, trailers, Q&As, etc. Obviously, some aspects of cons, such as artist alley and dealer rooms, where I spend a lot of time, won't quite work. However, the connections and random conversations with fellow nerds can still occur. In the first event, if you missed a panel, you were just out of luck. But DC decided to switch it up this round by making it all on demand. You set your schedule and kind of dig into the content as you wish. It's all split into 5 categories: Watchverse, Insiderverse, Uverse, Funverse, and Kidsverse. Watchverse might be the big one, kind of like Hall H from San Diego Comic-Con. This is all about the big panels, sneak peeks, Q&As, and probably where a lot of the big trailers might be released. Insiderverse is for the folks who, surprise, want to scoop on all the action behind the panel and the scenes. This one especially will be of interest to my fellow comic fans, as there are a lot of Q&As from artists talking about how they broke into the industry and other different things like that, but definitely just big fan Q&As. Uverse is about the fans. It's a celebration of cosplayers and artists and includes plenty of fan Q&A with creators and actors and actresses. Funverse centers around games and activities. And for more truth in advertising, Kidsverse is all about the youngsters, keeping the young fans engaged and inspired by all the superhero fun. So as you kind of saw there, you can just see the wealth of content that DC is providing this time around, even more than the first time, but it's just huge. So I recommend definitely just going to check out the DC FanDome website and just kind of exploring just their website, and you can actually set a schedule there. It kind of reminds me of some conventions in the past have had their own kind of schedule makers, and you could kind of just outline and select different panels and all the different screenings and like maybe art creator signings and just kind of line them up to how you want it to. This is actually the same way. Set your schedule. Again, it's all on demand. So you kind of set your pace and go through all the content, as you like throughout that 24-hour period, September 12th, Saturday. So again, DC FanDome, they're back. Explore the Multiverse. Lots of cool stuff. And I might even do a separate video Friday as part of Friday Fun and kind of highlighting some of the specific things that you might want to be looking to, especially geared towards the comic fans, obviously, and some of the stuff that I'll be more interested in, and just kind of a few things just to keep your eye on, because there's going to be a whole lot there and you might not even be able to sit through it all because there's going to be so much. Again, they're going bigger this time, so that's what we're going to do. So DC FanDome back, Explore the Multiverse, September 12th, 2020, Saturday. Let's have fun, dig into it. Now I want to jump into some recommendations, because there are a couple cool books that I'm looking forward to. One I'm getting for sure. Another one that I just discovered the other day when I was just looking through the new releases. So first up, we have The Marked from Image. I talked about this one before. This is Marked number 7. Again, this kind of magic story, and from these creators that I actually read a book from that I didn't care for that much, but then when I came across this one, I was like, it was just wild that it was the same creator, but I mean, different story obviously, but it was just kind of funny that it came from the same creative team. But one book I didn't care for, and one I'm like, oh yeah, I'm absolutely into this. So I jumped on The Mark and I'm absolutely into it. Now another book, debut issue, we got number 1 from Mad Cave Studios, who I'm not sure I heard of before, but this book, Stargazer number 1. First of all, Stargazer, a word I absolutely love. Like looking at stars, definitely a night. Quiet night, maybe a breezy night, have some music playing, just look out, just stare at the skies. Wish I could touch the stars and just run across them and jump around the stars, but I can't do that. So my best bet is to look at them. So we got Stargazer number 1. It's about this group of friends, and siblings and a group of friends, and they kind of go through this traumatic experience when they're young, and one of them actually believes it was alien abduction. So as their life went on, they kind of separated, just drifted apart as people do, and at one point the guy Kenny, who believed it was an abduction, disappears. So now it's kind of left up to everybody else to kind of re-examine the event that they experienced and like, okay, maybe it wasn't what we thought it was. Maybe it was more, and there's more to it. Maybe it was this alien abduction. So it kind of launches into that. I don't know. That's all I read from the synopsis, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I actually want to check this out. So Stargazer #1, I'm absolutely looking forward to this. Mad Cave Studios, definitely gonna pick this up. So let me know what you think of that, because definitely just a new sci-fi book, indie book I'm always interested in. And I went to their Twitter, Mad Cave Studios, just to kind of check out. I was like, oh, I hadn't really heard of them. So looking at their social media, just kind of checking out. They have some other book out too. I think it's called Tri-Foot or something, but I don't know anything about it. So I was like, okay, all right. So I'm gonna pick this up, probably order it at some point if I don't come across it in the shop, which I won't be hitting up any shops anytime soon. So probably just end up having to order it. And so yeah, that's that. But there are also plenty of other books out there. Again, my pull list is for this week is, it's not short, but I just wanted to highlight those two books. We've got two indie books, Image and Mad Cave Studios. So I want to do that. The Mark, again, Mark number 7 and Stargazer #1. No haul this week, but I got something else, as I said. Oh my gosh. This sizable box right here from mycomicshop.com. This has pre-orders and a bunch of back issues. I just, like, one of my recent back issue orders was huge. And I was like, I squeezed it in just in time before this was going to ship. So it shipped last week, and it actually, so typically they usually ship on a Wednesday or Thursday, and I would usually get them like the following Monday. I used to before everything went to hell. But in the last couple, I think the last 2 or so took like almost damn near 2 weeks to get. This one actually fresh arrived, new comic book day, and there's plenty of books in here, including Shadow Service #1, which just launched, I think, a week or so ago. I'm not sure, but I know the guys on Ministry had just asked about that. Like, if I read it yet, like, no, it's gonna arrive in the order that I got coming this week, and here it is. So you'll get this unboxing next week. So yeah, I can't wait to show off all the stuff in here. I got some gems in here. But yeah, just want to tease you with that. mycomicshop.com. Oh my gosh. That is not a small box. So that's that. I didn't really go pick up anything else because I'm back on track with pre-orders, so everything's there. I did hit up a shop. I was looking for see if I could find Thor #1 and Thor #2 and Thor #3, because I already have 1. I have 4. I missed 2 and 3, but I guess those are so hot right now, and I might just give up on them. I was thinking that they might have had them, and they did have a few, but they were, one of them was a 3rd printing, and then one of them, I think it was a 1st printing for number 2 or 3, but I forgot which one, but it was like almost $30. I'm like, I'm not that invested. I just like the 1st issue. So I don't know. But that's that for New Comic Day this week, New Comic Day Blast. Let me know what you picked up, what you're interested in. If you've heard of Mad Cave Studios and Stargazer, did you pick it up? Again, I always like to highlight the cool indie stuff out there, especially sci-fi stuff, because I just like sci-fi. So, and I always like highlighting indie stuff and smaller press publishers and books, just to get them more, I don't know, put them in people's minds and just make people more aware of all the cool books that are floating around the industry that you might not otherwise come across or even hear of at any point. So that's that. Let me know what you picked up, what else you're reading, what you're looking forward to. Happy reading, happy hunting, happy collecting, happy New Comic Day. Go read some comics, enjoy yourselves. This is GENOTHADRAGON. Thanks for watching, and peace out.